Hi, this is Mary with the Passion for Paper Shop. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a flip through of my design team project for Odulcina. I used several of Odulcina's kits in this lovely tall skinny journal. Well, skinny maybe this way, but not this way. Ended up getting a little chunky. So this was a delight to make, and I will definitely link her lovely kits below. So you can go take a look at her Etsy shop for these beautiful kits. I love this image here on the cover. Take a look here. This beautiful dress, and I love that she has these papers in her lap and all these glorious soft pink roses. And then I have some gorgeous vintage lace here on the spine from Lavish Laces Etsy shop. And I made this lovely cluster for the cover on avocado dyed paper, and I sewed some different papers, avocado dyed book page, artist paper, coffee dyed, and this lace is avocado dyed lace and avocado dyed sari silk that I ruffled up here for the side, and a little bit more avocado dyed lace down below, and some lovely messy stitching. Okay, so this journal is 44 pages, 88 sides, and as we go through, I'll just be pointing out some of the different items. This is avocado dyed paper that I used a special double dye process, and so I avocado dyed it and then laid on stencil, and then I sprayed it with a darker avocado dye. And this is also avocado dyed lace, and a few goodies here in the side pocket. I love these die cuts from Odulcina's Etsy shop, and they're just lovely cardstock, and you can move this around anywhere you want to put it in the journal. This is an index card that I coffee dyed, very light coffee or tea, maybe it's actually looks like a light tea, and then I embossed it with that beautiful pattern. And I do embossing. I have these embossing plates, and then I just roll I have a marble rolling pin, and I roll it back and forth while it's wet and then let it dry, and it gets just this beautiful texture. Love this. This is one of the thicker ones. You can kind of see, hopefully. And then this is a lovely vintage, authentic French book page. So these items are in the side pocket, tucked right in there. We want her to peek out a little bit. There we go. And a different, I have several vintage French book pages throughout this journal. I just love the French book pages, and I have a variety. There's a little tab sewn onto here, Paris, a lot of French touches throughout, the messy stitching with the threads. This is another paper that I coffee dyed, and again, I usually have mixes of coffee and tea dye going all the time, and so I have a lot of different shades. You can see there's a different shade of coffee dyed right behind it there. And this is also a double dye process. I put on one layer of the coffee tea dye, and then I lay a stencil over it, spray it, and let that dry. And we have these beautiful patterns here. And then this is just a fun little gathering of papers. This is from one of the kits, and then some other random papers, and another lovely different embossing plate here that I have coffee and tea dyed, and index card. So that's a fun little stack of papers that just goes in there. Now this is fun. I have fabric as a page. This is fabric that I dyed with a plastic tablecloth. Again, that double dye process, and I love the texture that gives to the journal to have a fabric page in there. And here is a little embellished notebook, not a notebook, envelope. And this is from one of Odulcina's kits. And I just embellished it here with a little sewing of some scraps. And then this is such a pretty envelope. Lovely patterns on there. And just a beautiful swirl design on this journal card, which I made out of an index card and that double dye process. See, I used that on multiple things throughout the journal just to make it really special. And then we have vintage English vocabulary card. Vivacious, love that. Full of life, lively, spirited. So as an English teacher, I love having vocabulary words around. Now this is a really special tag I made using my avocado dyed embossed papers, avocado dyed vintage lace. This is from a wedding dress that I won at an auction, and I dye it with avocado, coffee, and tea. And this is that same lace. I just cut it into this little strip so that I could put it at the top. And this is from one of Odulcina's kits. So this is a file folder that has been avocado dyed. Lovely laces that are from Lavish Laces throughout the journal. And then this is some more of that wedding dress lace that's been avocado dyed, along with avocado dyed music sheet. A little more embossed paper there, and this beautiful image from Odulcina's kits. Again, some more beautiful images. I love the parasol on this, and a nice little cluster made from all different types of vintage lace. And then over here, few more goodies. This beautiful tag, and this is avocado dyed cardstock, and here's a lovely tag from Odulcina's kit. Love how you can just print those tags out and use them in all variety of projects. This is a beautiful lace pocket here, and I have a little bit of this grungy netting with some threads coming out and more messy threads from the stitching. Beautiful color on this avocado dye tag. I love that. We have some more beautiful patterns from my avocado dyed papers. This is a page from the kit, and I just printed this double-sided. It's one of the beautiful French antique images that just prints out so beautifully. It looks like it's been aged so perfectly, and that's from one of the kits as well, which will be linked below. Okay, so this is also an image from a kit, and love this beautiful, authentic, original, vintage page from a magazine, Lisette, La Petite Annie. I think they have such pretty images, and it says copyright. There's no date here, but Opera Mundi Press, Paris. So I think this was from the 1920s or 30s. I purchased this. I believe this one came from Mauricita on Instagram for My Forgotten Treasures. And here's a lovely little cluster. Some more authentic French book page. Beautiful cutout here. This is a die cut. similar to the one in the front pocket that you could, I just put it on this page. I thought it looked so beautiful there. And I love how you can see her behind this French book page when you turn the page. Voila, there she is. And there's just such a wonderful assortment of all different types of papers with varying degrees of coffee and tea dyed, gloriously grungy, beautiful mixture with these images from Odulcina's Etsy shop. I love these birds. I think this is so pretty. And it's another beautiful scalloped envelope from Odulcina with a lovely index card, coffee dyed journal card that just slips right in there. That could be used for a note or some journaling space. Love these tiny little Tim Holtz paper clips. Oh, I think this was in the clip on this side, but while it's out, let me show you. This is another authentic vintage French book page, and I just sewed a bit of plain sari silk at the top. La Princesse de Clèves. So that goes right in here. And then another beautiful tag from Odulcina's kits. This on this side is some white acrylic paint that I put on with a stencil to sewing pattern paper. Just love how that comes out. It's so pretty and it sounds nice, and it gives us a little different texture, layering. Love that. And here I just made a little mini collage there and there. This is like a little tab from one of Odulcina's kits. And have this beautiful little side tuck with some stenciling with coffee dyed images. I love this card. That's so pretty. And this is another just really delicate little piece of paper tucked in there. Lots of feminine touches and the pretty pinks and all these laces. I love this image with the little teacups and lace here. So much fun making this. On this side we have avocado dyed. This is a different embossed paper here. This has little snowflakes on it, so adorable. And then we have some more vintage wedding dress lace. This has been coffee dyed, and then some really pretty thicker paper here that's been embossed with that lovely embossing folder, and then adorable little mini envelope. I love the mini envelopes, and a pretty card inside. It says make, tucked in there, and then an embossed index card, coffee dyed, with a little fun washi tape on the back. And these adorable little glassine bags, I am selling these in my shop. Just sent out another batch this morning. These are coffee and tea dyed glassine bags, and then this also had a double dye process where I have these adorable little stencils of flowers and leaves, and so that has been added to the front. This adorable little journal card has some flower die cuts, also from Odulcina's shop. Just gonna put all of those in there. And then here's another die cut, just similar to that. An authentic French vintage book page. Some more of this beautiful grungy coffee and tea dyed paper. Love it. This one actually has lines on it. And another one with some lines just to mix it up. They're different sizes, and this is a beautiful page from the kit. Paris stamp on there, 1916. Beautiful flowers. And that is another beautiful flower on this side. Some tracing paper with coffee and tea dyed. And here's those adorable little birds again on this tab. This is from one of the kits. And another French book page. This beautiful patina on this coffee dyed paper. Just love it. Every one is slightly different. Really makes the journal unique. And this is another beautiful page from Odulcina's kit. And this is the middle spread. I just love this. I actually posted a picture of this on my Instagram. This was my sneak peek the other day. Beautiful journal card from her kits and another gorgeous envelope. I love these flowers. And here's the beautiful scalloped edge. I think that's so pretty. And inside this one, I made this lovely card with one of her images and some brown craft paper, some more book page, authentic French book page, and one of my lovely index cards with some coffee dyed patterns on the back. So that was tucked in here. Beautiful vintage lace from Lavish Laces in a couple of places here. And then I added some cheesecloth and some embossed papers behind here. Beautiful image from one of the kits. And this is actually an adorable little booklet. So you can open that up and you can see some messy stitching here and just a couple of beautiful coffee and tea dyed gloriously grungy pages in this cute little booklet with embroidery floss, 2-hole pamphlet stitch. So that is just tucked right in there in the middle spread. I'll let that hang over. Beautiful script on the flowers and more gorgeously grungy coffee and tea dyed papers. We have another one of these lovely die cuts that you can get from Odulcina's shop. And you could move it somewhere or glue it down. She's just tucked here in this pretty French book page. And some more of that tracing paper. Another beautiful page from Odulcina's kits. Love those birds. Just gorgeous. And here's the birds again on this beautiful tag. Just backed that with another coffee and tea dyed paper. And so I love the image there. And then we have a really pretty cluster, handmade out of embossed coffee dyed paper, some fabric hand torn, more dyed lace, more French book page, and this beautiful artist paper. Has such a nice feel to it, and I love the patina on that back of that clear, the blank book page. Some more gloriously grungy coffee and tea dyed papers. And this one is a lovely tuck spot up here where I had the texture paste with on top of a French book page. Such a cute little journal card here. Did some collaging with all the different French book pages, and that's one of the images from Odulcina's shop. Love this gloriously grungy part down there. This sounds nice, the sewing pattern. Little belly band here. And this is a really pretty journal card. Just love the messy stitching on there. And this is a beautiful part of a doily that I cut out and put on there. And then these are all just really fun cards from Odulcina's kit. I wanted to put all 3 of them in there and kind of fan them out. Cute little label. They just tuck right in there. Love the edges on this paper and the polka dots. So fun. And then here we have, this is a little label from the kit, and beautiful little laces sewn onto some artist paper for a cluster. Here's another one of those beautiful bags that has the coffee dyed image on the front. Just so adorable, and I love the crinkle sound of these glassine bags. And here is just a lovely plain coffee dyed tag that's made from file folder. I just love the different shading on here. I think that's so pretty. And then we have our little bow at the top. And I think there was something here. Yeah, another one of these lovely cards. That's from the kit. Just gonna tuck all of these back into this little clip. Oh, you can kind of move things around too, and have it just exactly the way you'd like. These are some more goodies tucked into this beautiful lace pocket. I think that's so pretty. You can see the detail on there. And this is another one of those pretty die cut flowers from Odulcina's shop. And here's a lovely little flip out. Love, nourish, care, some words in there you could rip out and use if you wanted to. I just love that embellished, it's not embellished, was it? Embossed. Love that embossed pattern. And then this is a beautiful paper from my personal collection. I printed this out and coffee dyed it, so it had that lovely aged look to it. So those goodies are tucked in there. And then Hotel de la Poste. Beautiful grungy fabric pieces there. Love this. And then we have another glorious cluster image from Odulcina. French book page, bunch of different fabrics and laces. And here is another one of these papers with a different pattern on here. Love that. And over in this pocket with that same beautiful vintage lace, we have another image from Odulcina and all of these beautiful French book pages. Look at that. Love the patterns on the coffee and tea dyed paper and cards. And this is another beautiful image from Odulcina. And we have this fabric page, which is so pretty. And the rest of that beautiful stenciled coffee dyed paper, French book page, and that glorious image from one of the kits. And then here is the back cover. This is from one of Odulcina's kits, and I have this beautiful vintage lace on the pocket for this lovely tall tag. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this flip through. I'll let you kind of see the sides, and when you let it fall open, there's just so many wonderful things packed into this journal. Truly excited that I was able to finish it and share it with you, and I will link it down below. It will be going in my Etsy shop later today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.